Videos are surfacing when they are doing election malpractices. Election Commission workers or staff were seen taking ballots against General Kaguta Museveni. In fact, here's a tape.
Tiyo mshahara bakwira zinga zo kwiza kure nyombe bakiriya nando ni kurombo mugwanya nini mwe ucande bakiriya yo no kore chawe.
That is the video. If you see election staffs in electoral uniforms doing malpractices, okay, when even the internet was switched off, you can see that there was a motive of rigging this election. The reason as to why I emphasize elections in our country, because it has been a backbone of our violence since independence. 1964, we had a referendum. It culminated into 1966, war, internal war. We spent very many years, almost 20, without election until 1980, where we had an election. It resulted into a civil war for 5 years. During independence, we had a divisive election where Benny Kawanuka spent 1 year as the prime minister. The day we shall solve the conundrum of election in our country is that day we will have solved 50% of our problem. So the purpose of this video, I've come to show you how the regime rigged elections, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content on this channel. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. We had elections on the 14th. Internet was switched off for almost 4 days. I think it was in plan because social media somehow brings out these rogue elements before even elections are concluded. It's the reason why it was blacked out. One of the signs that we're under an authoritarian and a dictatorship is censoring free media. I was so keen on the news and all mainstream media. They never showcased violence. They never showcased these things. I think they were cautioned. It was only seen on the social media after internet was reinstalled. So you clearly see that the mainstream media is easier to arm twist than the social media. Even what we are telling you right now, you are getting firsthand on the social media, cutters of social media. Videos were seen when the police were staffing barracks. In fact, another video is here. That is the video. It's so unfortunate that elections are being rigged in this way. And General MUSEVENI came out to win the election with 71%. One of the reasons I'm saying that people are mocking General Kaguta Museveni is he may think that he has genuine support. I remember Omar Bashir, by the time they overthrew him, he had won the election by 86%. Beni Ali in Tunisia had won with 96%. So these people in Guinea elections, to satisfy the ego of the president, instead of telling him the truth that you don't have support so that he can work for the country, so that he can redeem the hearts of very many Ugandans, the Guinea elections, predictables are seen, and if these issues are taken to the courts of law, they will tell you that those battles cannot amount to nullifying an election. These are questions that are supposed to be asked. Okay, these people are supposed to be taken to a court of law. It's the reason why in very many districts, okay, General MUSEVENI garnered 100% of the electoral of his of some polling stations, which is impossible. In fact, another video is here.
No clear book.
That is the tape when people were doing ballot stuffing somewhere from the army. It's so unfortunate to see these things happening. It is the truth. We must ask these hard questions. Should we continue with the elections if elections are becoming a mockery? People don't know that elections have always been a trigger of a civil war. In Kenya, 2007, people died. Tribal sentiments grew because of a disputed election. So when I see people who were rigging elections, stuffing ballots, I feel bad for my beloved country. I'm even scared to talk about this because we are heading towards a dangerous direction. And all of us, even those in the NRM, are going to be the greatest rulers of this nation. We have a duty as citizens to build this nation, to come out and speak against the injustices, to come out and speak against the electoral malfunctions, and that we are destined to fail. Of course, this my opinion remain yours truly, Mr. Makindi. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.